Hey, good morning from here. My name still remember of the Stanley. There is something quickly that I want us to talk about. We are approaching the Yuletide season, which the celebration season, and any moment from now we want to be celebrating both Christmas and New Year, and that is why I want us to talk about something. And particularly we want to talk about the celebration of Christmas celebration. And I know that a lot of you outside there does not even know the reason why you are celebrating Christmas. What is the genesis of Christmas? Where did it come from? How did it start? I know so many Christians today cannot even defend it. I've discussed it with a lot of people, and after they discover that they can't defend it scripturally, they will say, "Nah, so we meet them. Nah, so we grow meet them." That is one thing with us Africans. A white man will just package something, bring to us. We don't ask questions, and we embrace it, and we keep doing it, believing that it's part of what we should do. All right. Now, for those of you who know the genesis of Christmas, you know that it emanated from Rome. There is a sun god they used to worship in Rome, and when Christianity came, they now rebranded that same god, that same image they worship in Rome, and repackage it, make it look as if it is Christianity, and sell it to we Africans, and we buy it with all hands, thinking that that is Christianity. There is nothing Christianity about celebration of Christmas. Now, if you know how much resources is being used to celebrate Christmas, don't forget that in Africa, every end of the year, by December period, all of us will trip back, or will, migrate back to our villages to celebrate Christmas. Then why don't we use these resources for something meaningful, for something that will empower us as a people, for something that will be beneficial to us? What am I saying? Now, the celebration of Christmas has nothing to do with the Jesus Christ that I know. Because don't forget that Jesus Christ is not calling us to come and organize celebrations for him. So now, I will therefore advocate that instead of us wasting these resources, celebrating a god, one idol in Rome, why don't we change this day, 25th of December? Because if you say that is the birthday of Jesus Christ, you are lying to yourself. That is not true. Jesus Christ wasn't born on the 25th of December. If it is an established lie already, that you know that it's a lie, then why don't we use the 25th of December? Let's call it African Farmers Day. African Farmers Day, so that we will now celebrate our farmers. Don't forget that from December, January, and early February is when we harvest most of the crops that we plant in Africa by the rainy season. By this time is when most of the harvest is taking place. So why don't we use this 25th of December and call it African Farmers Day? What do we do? As all of us are migrating from the cities back to the village, not forgetting that in the village, 99.9% of the people you go back to the village to meet are farmers. Now, if these people are farmers that we are going to meet, we that have made a lot of money from the cities, why don't we use this 25th as Africans to now celebrate farmers? One, we are going to encourage food security in Africa. One, we are going to have enough to eat by doing this. How do we do it? As you are going back home, all the money that the gift you have bought from the city, when you get home, we give it to farmers. We can pay their children's school fees, because they will be resuming by January. So we can pay their children's school fees. We have so many dilapidated learning institutions in our villages. If you go to the village, as I talk to you now, there are many children that have no place to learn. Why don't we renovate those places so that we make the learning environment conducive for our children? Why don't we use this period to give fertilizers to farmers? Why don't we use this period to buy clothes for farmers and their children? Why don't we use this period to buy herbicide? Herbicide means those chemicals that are used to control wheat, to control grasses. It's called herbicide. We buy it for them so that they can use it to prepare the ground for next season, for planting. Now, if we do that, it's going to add up to our economy. It's going to impact positively. Now, why don't we also use this period now to celebrate those farmers that have been successful in the farming industry? We give them awards. It can be in cash. It can be, we can give them other gifts that will enhance their farming, their farming activities. If you have the power to supply them tractors, it's okay. Instead of serving a god in Rome, an idol in Rome that you don't even know nothing about. We Africans, we have a problem. We have a very big problem. This is the same god, the same idol that you will go to your village and start quarreling with your uncle, with your family members that are worshiping idols in the village. But this is the Oyibo God that a white man rebrand, an idol for you. You are worshiping. You are coming home to worship that same idol. But you are having a fight with your African brother who is an idol worshiper and telling him to go to church, believing that you are safe. You yourself, are you safe? Are you sure you know what you are doing? The Santa Claus that you celebrate, that you are celebrating, that you are worshiping, is it not the same masquerade that they carry in the village and you are tagging it idol worship that you are running away from? Because it's a white man thing, you embrace it. You are serving God, an idol, in another form without knowing it. Africans, why can't we think? The problem we are having is that we are not thinking. Bring the camera closer so that, okay. The problem we are having is that we don't think. Anything that Oyibo package for us, the white man package for us, we buy it. Who told you that celebration of Christmas has anything to do with Christianity? That is idol worship. In our subsequent video, we are going to separate religion from Christianity. Christianity is not a religion. So that all these shrines you call church auditorium, you are having religious bodies you are having up and down, by the time we discuss it, you will know the difference between being a Christian and just being a religious organization, a member of a religious organization. Share this video. Remove sentiment from it. Let's talk about it. Let's use this 25th of December as Africans Farmers Day. It will go a long way to help our farmers. It will go a long way to help food security in Africa. Because by this time, we are going to be going with gifts back to our villages, which is our culture already. We migrate at every end of the year to our villages to meet 99.9% of people in the village that are farmers. Instead of using these resources that we waste so much during Christmas celebration, thinking that we are serving Jesus Christ, we will use it now to celebrate. It's not only rice that they can cook, anything that they are harvesting at this period, you cook it, share it to people on the 25th of December. We know that we are doing something that is beneficial to us. This white man God that you are serving has nothing beneficial. Of course, it is not benefiting us. We are just wasting resources. Why are you worshiping an idol you don't even know nothing about? So, I advocate that we as Africans, let's put on our thinking cap. Let's do the right thing. Let's turn this 25th of December to African Farmers Day, where we celebrate our farmers, where we encourage our farmers, where we give gifts to farmers, where we buy clothing for both them and their children, where we renovate our learning institutions in the villages, the schools that are dilapidated. We can renovate them so that our children or their children can have a good place to learn. We can give them fertilizers. We can give them other materials that will enhance their farming activities. It will pay us better. It will make us more good. It will do us more good than wasting all these resources, millions and trillions of naira and dollar, depending on the currency you are using in Africa, to celebrate an idol in Rome that you don't know the genesis. So many Christians will say that's how we meet up. Africans, when are we going to be wising up? When are we going to put on our thinking cap so that we do the right thing and stop celebrating anything that a white man will bring to us? I don't want to make this video to be so long. you have heard it. Share this video to every platform. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Remove every sentiment. Let's discuss it. Share it to every platform. Like our page. Leave your comment. If you want to discuss with me, leave your comment there and your phone number probably. I will call you. Then we talk about it. Thank you very much. My name still remains Brother Stanley, your one and only brother on the social media. Thank you so much. You're welcome.